deserve better. Gallywix has got to go.
What's up everybody, Stankie here, and today we're taking a look at BIS Gear and what you should be farming if you want to optimize your enhancement slapper. Keep in mind that with enough eye level, virtually any item is an upgrade, even if it has crap stats, not intelligence or strength, because it will have more stats in total. A 655 crit verse belt will be better than a 639 haste mastery belt in most cases, but if you want to be sure, always sim your gear using Droptimizer if you're hunting for upgrades. But for now, let's look at the best pieces we can farm. For crafted items, a weapon with the Ascendance embellishment. Just make sure it's an agility weapon, and either cloak, wrist, or belt with writhing armor banding. Technically, cloak is best, but the difference is extremely small. I crafted wrist because I already had a good cloak, and BIS wrist is either from mythic Gallywix or getting really lucky in a vault, whereas cloak is from Sprocketmonger or catalysting any myth track cloak if you want to min-max, that is. And as we get more sparks, you just craft whatever off piece you might need, like rings, neck, etc. For the rest of your slots, as always, we're on the lookout for high mastery and haste pieces. Crit in a pinch. For your tier pieces, you want to skip the legs as their stats are crap and instead aim to get Chemical Blaster's leg guard from the Motherlode. However, if you don't have Forset, any combination is better than not having it. For the neck, you want to hit up Cinderbrew Meadery for the strapped rescue keg and pray it takes you fewer runs than I had to do. Or you can get neck from Rick Reaver, but Cinderbrew neck is better and more farmable since it's not in a raid. For cloak, either Operation Floodgate or Sprocketmonger, unless you craft it. Sprocketmonger cloak also gives you an insane 1 second 150% movement speed boost, so you can do mad plays and dodge stuff, which I've yet to even keybind yet. And like I said, if you're not saving catalyst charges for myth track items, you can also catalyst any heroic cloak for BIS stats. Belt, you want to hit up Mechagon Workshop for the maniacal monarch girdle, and booties you can find in the rookery, treads of the galvanic sky soarer. For rings, you want to use the fancy circlet with Stormbringers, Fathom Dwellers, and Rune Citrine. This can be replaced with rings above 665 eye level. The other ring or rings, you want the Motherlode Foot Bomb Championship ring or Cinderbrew 85-year tenure ring, or the Jaster Diamond from Gallywix if you're lucky enough to get it. One-armed bandit can RNG roll a high mastery and haste ring as well. For Trinket, Operation Floodgate's Pacemaker is extremely strong right now. So hot right now. It procs every minute on the dot and lasts for 30 seconds and pretty much always lines up with cooldowns. Priory of the Sacred Flame Signet Trinket is also incredibly strong, as well as House of Cards and Eye of Kazan from the raid. And if you really enjoy running delves, like really enjoy it, you can try to farm Suspicious Energy Drink. Even in Champion Track at 658, it is incredibly powerful, but you can also get it in Hero Track from those bounty maps. I mean, if you luck out. There's also a trinket called Mechanocore Amplifier, which sims strong as hell, beating out most 665 trinkets in Champion Track. I do, however, have a sneaky, slightly field-crafted suspicion that it is somewhat sim bait, cause the proc is insanely RNG. Sometimes you have 50% uptime on it, sometimes none, for several minutes. Went an entire Cauldron of Carnage rekill with it only proccing twice over 4 minutes. So you know, I like RNG as much as the next guy, but compared to the Pacemaker that always procs every minute on the dot, I'm gonna stick with that. However, there's a lot of other strong trinkets out there. These are mainly something to target. You can always check Blood Mallet for trinket sims. Lastly, weapon 1 should always be crafted, so the remaining hand, you want to swing the Crusher of the Unsettled from Cinderbrew Meadery or Gallywix Iron Thumb from Gallywix, but again, any high item level weapon is good. At least for main hand, offhand matters less. So, assuming you have Forset and you're just target farming M+ for high value targets, Cinderbrew, Floodgate and Priory, as well as Motherlode, and of course clearing the raid if possible on its highest difficulty. And on the topic of simming, you should always sim yourself for gear. Raidbot's Optimizer is great, shows where your biggest DPS upgrades are based on your current gear and build, so you always know what dungeons or raid bosses you should farm. And with the top gear feature, you can check which of your items setup nets you the most damage. You can also check what gems and enchants you should be using. If you'd like me to make a beginner-friendly quick guide on how to sim your enhancement slapper, let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions at all, hit me up in the comments or become a patron, Twitch or YouTube member. Gain access to my Discord, shoutouts and videos, and help with anything PvE or enhancement related. Don't forget to like, subscribe and slap that notification bell for more enhancement content. And it really helps my channel out. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.